I am Bradford George Brown. Back in 1981, the Hancock County Primary Health Care Center, which was the only facility that was providing medical care for all of Hancock County, it was about to lose its funding. I came over and almost instantly fell in love with Hancock County, Sparta, Georgia. I knew that Hancock County was an impoverished area, in fact, the most impoverished. And I felt it was my duty to go and help if I possibly could. I reopened the Hancock County Primary Health Care Center, made improvements, laid down a program to improve the facility, to enable it to provide a wider range of coverage. And needless to say, it became a very, very successful venture. From that, we grew tentacles in every direction. It went from a small, understaffed, under-equipped little place with an unlevel floor, wiring hanging out of the ceiling, without even a handicap ramp. There were certain things that I would need, and that included nursing staff, even down to people who would clean the facility, so that standard of care is always maintained at a certain level. It's a new day, and we're going to be looking at these people, treating them in a way that indicates that we're not only concerned about them, but we're not trying to palliate and just pacify them, tell them something that tends to sound good and to cover the situation at the time. He brought his granddaughter in. She was having severe abdominal pain. Her blood pressure was low and thready. She was going in and out of consciousness. She had a huge amount of blood in her abdomen because she had a ruptured ovarian cyst, which sometimes can be fatal. My concern was about taking care of that girl and returning her to health and strength. We carried her through that surgery, and I was able to return her back out to him within about 2 hours. He didn't have insurance, and so she didn't have insurance. I'd like to set up a payment program with you, Dr. Brown. He says, now, I'm not a man who's got a whole lot of money. You've done a fine job, and you saved my granddaughter's life. I said, I tell you what, why don't you pay me in eggs? One case that comes to mind is the case of Mr. Billy Pulse, who had a serious asthmatic condition, chronic obstructive lung disease, who came to the emergency room in severe respiratory distress. He looked at me very hard, and then I find myself sitting at his bedside. He reminded me so much of my father. We became good friends. His statement became, nobody can take care of me the way Dr. Brown takes care of me. I began to take care of every member of his family. Now, we lost Mr. Pulse. He passed on. We had become so close, and I had become so close to the family, to a point that I was asked to eulogize Mr. Pulse. Who would have known that a black man and a white man in Hancock County, Sparta, Georgia, could create a friendship that literally bridged